On a cold, grey Sunday morning, 26 January 2020, the world was shaken by the news of Kobe Bryant's tragic helicopter accident. The headlines spread like wildfire on social media, and the entire globe mourned the loss of a legendary NBA superstar. But what led to the horrific helicopter accident that changed the lives forever of Kobe and his family? The scene is set at the Atlantic Aviation Terminal in Orange County, California. Ara Zaya, a seasoned helicopter pilot, stood staring at his flight planning app. The news was disheartening. The city was covered by a blanket of clouds, rendering flying conditions unsuitable. This was a significant challenge for Zaya, considering that he was entrusted with flying Kobe Bryant and 7 others to Camarillo, a coastal airport located 80 miles away. Zaya, the pilot of the helicopter, saw it though as an opportunity to elevate his profile and that of Island Express Helicopters, who he worked for. Despite being a small company with limited resources, they catered to high-profile clients like Kobe Bryant, which brought prestige. To ensure Bryant's safety and satisfaction, they boarded a Sikorsky S-76B helicopter, one known for its safety features. However, Island Express Helicopters was only licensed for visual flight operations, requiring constant ground visibility. Assessing the weather conditions, Zaya and Brick Webb, the owner of OC Helicopters, realized that the direct coastal route wasn't feasible due to unfavorable cloud and conditions. Zaya proposed a longer but safer inland route east of downtown LA. Although a flight risk analysis tool was available to ensure safety, Zaya skipped consulting it due to time constraints. With a click of the submit button, Kobe Bryant and others boarded the helicopter and embarked on their journey. Kobe Bryant's car had arrived slightly late at the terminal, and he was accompanied by a group of travelers from the Mamba Sports Academy. Kobe, having retired from the NBA, had taken a special interest in his 13-year-old daughter Gianna's athletic development. He formed Team Mamba, recruiting talented girls from Orange County. The group was heading to Thousand Oaks for a travel league basketball tournament. Dressed in matching black tracksuits bearing the Nike swoosh and the Mamba Sports Academy logo, Team Mamba was ready for takeoff. Bryant, known for his punctuality, was though running a little bit behind schedule this day. As soon as he stepped out of the car, Zaya returned to the helicopter's cockpit and Webb guided the passengers onto the Sikorsky S-76 helicopter. The helicopter's interior exuded elegance, polished mahogany veneer, gold accents. The spacious cabin boasted 2-tone leather bench seats, one row facing forward, the other backward. At 9:06 a.m., the helicopter lifted off the ground, its 2 turbine engines roaring and rotor thumping. Helicopters are often seen as symbols of freedom, with their ability to take off and land almost anywhere. As Zaya piloted the aircraft, he would typically enjoy the breathtaking view of the mountains on a clear day. However, this day, haze obstructed his vision, limiting his sight to the surrounding cityscape. The city below appeared as a patchwork of white and grey, adorned with small green spots that represented parks and golf courses. Zaya recognized landmarks such as the airfield at Los Atos, the Coyote Creek Flood Control Channel, and the sprawling interchanges of the 605 freeway. Even the Union Pacific Rail Yard in East LA was visible, if not faintly, through the haze. Zaya's deep knowledge of the geography of the area, honed through his upbringing in Lebanon and his subsequent move to the United States, allowed him to navigate the complex airspace of Los Angeles. He had built a reputation among celebrities, including Kylie Jenner and Kawhi Leonard, for his piloting skills. Flying in Los Angeles requires intricate understanding and adherence to airspace regulations. In particular, helicopter pilots face the peril of flying into instrument meteorological conditions, IMC, where sudden bad weather could pose a very significant risk. To combat this, pilots, including Zaya, underwent rigorous training and had to obtain permission from air traffic control before they flew into such conditions. As the helicopter moved northward, the passengers marveled at the sights below: Dodger Stadium, the Los Angeles River, the imposing Santa Monica Mountains. The mountain range, which was shrouded in clouds, stood as a quite formidable barrier, but Zaya knew of a 4-mile gap near the LA Zoo that would lead them to the San Fernando Valley and ultimately to Camarillo. Passing over the Silver Lake Reservoir, they transitioned into uncontrolled airspace, an area without air traffic control. However, beyond the mountains lay Burbank Airport, which necessitated permission from the local control tower. Zaya radioed the tower at 9:20 a.m., but they were denied clearance due to low visibility and an approaching SkyWest jet. Undeterred, Zaya proposed a special visual flight rule which would allow him to fly despite the below minimum conditions. The tower could only grant permission if no other aircraft were present in the airspace at that moment. Zaya initiated a series of circles and figure eights, flying just 400 feet above Glendale homes whilst waiting for clearance. Finally, at 9:32 a.m., after circling for 11 minutes, Zaya received permission to enter Burbank airspace. The journey to Camarillo, their destination, was delayed due to departing traffic, necessitating a detour around the San Fernando Valley. Despite that setback, Zaya remained confident, his primary concern being the thick layer of clouds that had accompanied them since Orange County. At 9:40 a.m., Zaya left Van Nuys airspace, transitioning again to uncontrolled airspace in the southwest corner of the San Fernando Valley. He contacted Southern California Approach, known as SoCal Approach, the regional air traffic control, to request flight tracking, a service providing real-time weather and traffic advisories. The controller acknowledged their presence and warned that radar and radio contact might be lost soon due to the rather challenging conditions. Zaya, though, continued his flight, hoping for a clear opening in the clouds to descend through. He'd climbed to 1,000 feet, moments of clarity amidst the haze giving him glimpses of the summit. Requesting a climb to 4,000 feet, Zaya searched for that crucial gap in the clouds. The control tower awaited his intentions, but there was only silence when they called. Tragedy struck at 9:45 a.m. on the hills of the Calabasas. Two mountain bikers witnessed a blue and white helicopter emerge from the clouds, flying from their left to right. In mere seconds, the helicopter crashed into the hillside at horrifying speed. The impact caused the tail and the rotors to detach, whilst the fuselage tumbled further, engulfed in a blazing inferno. Meanwhile, at OC Helicopters, Patty Taylor, the operations manager, began to grow concerned as there'd been no calls from Zaya. A series of messages and texts had circulated, but they'd received no response. Alarmed, Taylor contacted Island Express's vice president, Angel Perez, who initiated the emergency response procedures, running through the checklist. A search helicopter was dispatched to Zaya's last known position, but it became apparent that there were no survivors. The crash site had been engulfed in flames, leaving no hope of a rescue. The news spread like wildfire around the world, devastating everyone. At 12:05 p.m., the tragic truth was confirmed. NBA superstar Kobe Bryant, his daughter Gigi, had perished in the helicopter crash, along with 7 others. The aftermath of the accident brought profound grief and tributes from people all around the world. From celebrities and political figures, sports legends, industry moguls, everyone mourned the loss of a remarkable athlete, a mentor, and a creative genius. But questions arose: could this tragedy have been prevented? Investigations revealed that the pilot's decision to fly into clouds was in violation of federal aviation rules, and that played a significant role in the accident. The lack of proper utilization of the autopilot system on the helicopter and the failure of the pilot to follow training protocols exacerbated the risks. It was a devastating reminder of adhering to safety measures and that meticulous flight planning was crucial, even for an experienced pilot like Zaya. In the wake of this heart-wrenching loss, Kobe Bryant's widow Vanessa and the families of the other victims sought justice through a wrongful death lawsuit against Island Express helicopters. The hope remains that this tragic accident will serve as a reminder of the importance of aviation safety and prompt necessary improvements in aviation protocols and regulations. As we reflect on the untimely death of Kobe Bryant, we are reminded of the fragility of life and the lasting impact that one person can have on the world. May Kobe Bryant's legacy continue to inspire, and may the victims of this tragedy find solace amidst the pain. If you like this video, please give it a like. Make sure to share it with your friends. And if you haven't already, subscribe and make sure to hit the bell icon so that you will always get the very latest from us first.